Glass aquariums, oceanariums, and various types of enclosures have opened up opportunities for us to appreciate numerous fascinating and unique animals comfortably. Particularly in the case of large aquariums, they utilize exceptionally robust glass to ensure the safety of visitors. Nevertheless, there's always the potential for something to go awry. In 2010, a massive aquarium found its place in one of the shopping mall halls in Shanghai. It became home to several sharks. Furthermore, at specific times during the day, a diver entered the tank to feed the predatory fish right in front of the audience. The extraordinary inhabitants of the fish tank, coupled with the captivating feeding shows, transformed both the aquarium and the mall into a local landmark. Scores of people would pass by, regularly stopping to observe the sharks. However, in 2012, around New Year's, Chinese gift buyers were horrified to come face to face with these sharks. People were watching the sharks just as they always did when suddenly the aquarium burst. A wave of its exotic residents, lemon sharks, and turtles engulfed the onlookers. The 34-ton shark tank simply exploded. Both the mall employees and customers got showered with glass. 15 people ended up getting injured. According to one of the eyewitnesses, the sound resembled a real explosion. According to the media reports, one man broke his leg and received several lacerations, while others escaped with scratches, cuts, and minor bruises. People were mostly injured by glass fragments that were flying around. All the victims, except for the man with the fracture, were released from the hospital immediately after receiving medical attention. Most of them were mall employees. Unfortunately, all the inhabitants of the aquarium died. Even though the fish tank was the most popular spot in the mall, the management decided against restoring it. All the stores opened back up the next day. The reason that caused the aquarium to burst is yet to be determined. The prevailing theory, however, is that it happened due to the reaction of the glass to a decrease in temperature caused by a cold snap. I feel like most of the people who witnessed the fish tank burst were scared of getting bitten by the sharks. After all, most people are literally 100% sure that these fish are very bloodthirsty. However, that's not always the case. This young woman, for example, adores sharks. She treats them like pets, and they even let her touch them. They always behave well and don't ever try to bite anyone. But I don't recommend following this woman's example and getting so close to the sharks. And here is another incident with an aquarium. The 12.8 million euro aquarium was opened in Berlin's Mitte district in 2002. According to the owners of the facility, it was the world's largest cylindrical saltwater aquarium. The 16-meter structure, with 1 million liters of saltwater and 1,500 fish, had become the main attraction of the Radisson Blu Hotel. There was even a working elevator inside the structure. And 2 days before the accident, Aquadrome underwent a thorough inspection and renovations that cost almost 3 million euros. The workers carefully serviced the elevator and replaced the silicone seals. After the pandemic, the aquarium reopened only in June 2022. This fish tank was the pride of the American company Reynolds Polymer Technology, which specializes in acrylic glass, and its subsidiary ICM, which builds structures with acrylic panels. You could make a small hole at most with small arms or something like that, where a little water might come out, but not burst the whole cylinder. Such Hollywood scenarios or worst-case scenarios could not take place here. All the German media quoted the speech that Michael Jessing, the tank's architect, gave at the opening of the aquarium. However, on December 16th, events unfolded as though they were scripted straight out of Hollywood. In the early hours, just before 6 o'clock, hotel residents were jolted awake by a deafening explosion, and they felt the ground tremble beneath them. Within moments, the colossal cylinder ruptured, sending shockwaves that shattered doors and windows, flinging furniture into the streets. 1 million liters of water and dying fish flooded Karl-Liebknecht-Strasse. Fortunately, due to the early hour, there were no casualties, with only 2 individuals sustaining minor injuries. Regrettably, all 1,500 aquatic residents of the aquarium perished. rescuers managed to salvage just 30 fish from separate tanks in the hotel's basement. Representatives from the American company quickly arrived at the scene to conduct an inspection. However, the initial cause had already been surmised. The world's largest aquarium didn't require an external trigger to rupture. It had collapsed entirely on its own. How do you feel about such aquariums? Are you scared to be around them? If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. Also subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss the update from our channel. Thank you.